Charlie, so earlier on today, then me and somebody they have conversation. I go some studio like that where me and some few people they have conversation. Where it come up with Charlie, then we they ask say why promoters with the day outside Ghana, they book Ghanaian musicians for those big shows and festivals to headline them. Why do you think say, they don't really use our boys from Ghana, but mostly we go see, Tanzania, Nigeria and all those other countries, you will see their artists, they headline big shows and things. But I don't know they book our Ghanaian musicians, they headline these shows. What do you think say be the problem? What do you think say our musicians are not doing right? We don't know to get this kind of opportunities all the time.
Okay, so first off, I think the person who did in that convo with you didn't get it right.
Okay.
In the sense that Stonebwoy they play festivals.
Like the headline them.
They headline, but I mean they play major festivals.
Yes.
Right? Even at a point, one major festival with Nigerian artists on for Ghana, he headlined it. That was last year, December.
Which show was that?
I would have to cross-check, but I think it's one of those Diaspora targeted shows.
Because no, the conversation was, we know they get our Ghanaian musicians like, the likes of Sako.
Yeah, so at the build a point they come.
I'm listening.
Now, Blacko, also they play shows out there.
Okay.
They play festivals then things. Now, when we talk about headlining, headlining be different conversation. Okay, now headlining, a lot of factors comes to play in the headlining of an event or festival.
Okay.
So, assuming we have a festival of Ghana music in Ghana, who do you think will headline?
Definitely a Ghanaian musician.
Top 3, one of them should have that slot to headline. However, we can have the likes of Davido, Burna Boy, Wizkid being artists on the show. But the headliner would be made.
But mostly, you have them as co-headlining artists.
Or supporting artists. In most instances. I hope you get me. In most instances, they are coming to pass through. They are not headliners.
Well, it is that one. It is no.
It is debatable,
no,
but that is why I said Ghana music, a show like Ghana music. That is what I'm saying. A show like Ghana music.
Ghana music, okay.
I hope you get me.
Yeah.
VGMAs, we've had artists performing in the past before it became TGMAs, where Nigerian top artists also comes to perform. I hope you get me. But the face of the event would be more of Ghanaian artists.
Yeah, of course.
Now, you see, another factor that comes to play be the Ghanaian artists that would be booked. Could they be able, or that would be made to headline the show? Would they be able to sell out the show for the organizer? Mind you, the organizer, they organize because of money. I hope you get me.
Yeah.
So if he sees, say, maybe Wizkid or Diamond Platnumz or Fally Ipupa be some musicians where if the headliner, people would see and then come to purchase their ticket. Why not? It will make them headliners. So I don't think it's about, the Ghanaian musicians not getting the headline slots there. But it's the music that they are doing, the genre out there, popular. Do they have the hit songs that are taking over the world and co? And would they be able to sell I hope you get me. Now, on the other hand, Sarkodie has been playing back-to-back shows in the UK, headlining.
Is it his own show that he organized?
Organizers reach out to him. He's not the one who, does the organization.
How often do we get this kind of, because the conversation was more of like, you see, most promoters are not really booking our Ghanaian musicians to headline the shows. They are probably a supporting artist, and even with that, how many of our Ghanaian musicians get the opportunity?
Even right now, with that, with what that was the main reason why I said a conversation. The person didn't actually get it. Right now, if you see Nigerian artists, they have moved from even headlining shows and having their shows booked because their price has actually gone up to organizing their own concerts. I hope you get. We can talk about Davido. When was the last time they were booked to headline a show? And Afro Nation and Co. Even though they have headliners, we can say they are all co-performers.
Yes.
We have 10 artists performing for the day. There is no headliner, obvious headliner.
Definitely, there will be headliners because mostly.
There is no obvious headliner. This is the headliner and this is the supporting artist. No, they may increase the the font size of certain musicians' name to target sales of ticket, but their show doesn't have a direct headliner.
Okay.
I don't know if you get if you get me.
Yeah, because even
but
when you watch all these foreign shows and all that,
they have names out
have
there,
names
and
like that.
it happens even in America where the McMills, the Jay-Z's, and co. Some their names will be bigger, others will be smaller, others will be medium in terms of font size.
Okay.
That is how the nature is, because it is not a concert for one. It is a music festival. I hope you, but they will say, oh, maybe this is the biggest, the trending artist. In some instances, Burna Boy's name is also lessened, and then other musicians are also do also have their name bold. But the bottom line is, will the Ghanaian musicians be able to, sell? Because it is a ticket show.
So you think Ghanaian musicians have not been able to?
Oh
match
no,
that
they are playing the shows out there. Maybe we may not see them, playing major festivals. Notwithstanding, they do perform. I hope you get me. They do perform for the festivals, and shows such as festivals too. They don't have clear headliners. It's a sort of music festival where artists comes to perform. So who in this case would headline? I hope you get me.
But sometimes promoters themselves, like you said, right now, most of these
Nigerian musicians, they've moved from having.
But we still have promoters that organize shows and book artists to come and perform.
And even with that, they book only one artist.
Yes, they book one artist, but definitely one artist can perform through all the show. They have supporting artists. So now mostly we don't get to see, okay, maybe some Saturday is booked to headline a show where we'll have supporting artists from maybe Papi Kojo or somebody to support and all those things. You understand? But we don't get those things at all.
That is why I'm telling you that when you check, Sarkodie is actually playing shows in UK. Stonebwoy is playing shows. Most of the time it's tours. He's been playing 1,500, 2,000, 2,500, 1,000 capacity. They are all shows not organized by them. They are organized promoters out there that organize and then reach out to them. Kim Promise is also doing same.
He's currently doing a tour.
Yes, I don't think Kim Promise goes to those countries to organize. No, there are promoters there who organize, book him to headline, perform, and then do what.
And in these cases, it is like a tour for the artist. Like Kim Promise, like he's doing a tour for his album, so True to Self, and all that. So the focus. The marketing strategy will be like a tour for the album. Kim Promise is the one you're coming to see.
But the bottom line is they don't organize. Promoters actually.
Yes, I understand that. But what I'm trying to say is this is like a tour. So anybody that is coming there is coming purposely for Kim Promise.
Exactly.
Now definitely they will have some surprise artists performing through.
But
what I'm trying to say is like a show. Okay, I'm an event organizer. I want to organize a show. Maybe Ghana meets Nigeria. So Ghana meets Nigeria. I want to have like headline artists. I book you artist A to headline. I book artist B, C, and all that. It is not my show as an artist. It is the promoter show who's doing it to make money and pay me off and all that. We don't normally get that outside anymore.
Yeah. So you see, that is what I'm saying, that conversation itself is questionable. Okay. Now give me an example of a show out there that has been put together by a promoter, and then a Nigerian artist has been made to headline.
I mean, just a few days ago, I think Afro Nation, I don't know, one of the countries, they put out 2 headline artists. That is Stims and Burna Boy. And then after, a few of the other artists came through. But we know headlining artists definitely will be Tims and Burna Boy.
Yeah.
But there are other artists.
So even with the Afro Nation and co, I'm telling you that it's a music festival that comprises different genres of music. I hope you get me. But obviously, there are some musicians who are bigger and hotter at the moment.
Yes.
So they make them like the eye of the day, not the headliner.
Okay.
The eye of the day. Like, because it is a music festival. They are not selling the ticket because of only one artist. And it is not only one artist show.
Yes, of course.
So they would make the artist they will bold the artist's name more. And I believe there is any other artist who happens to be bigger than Burna Boy, that person will also have his or her name bolded.
Okay.
So I'm not trying to downplay the efforts of the Nigerians. But, at this state, they've moved from having being called by organizers to headline shows to organizing their own concert.
Okay.
And also, even if the conversation is valid, we would have to weigh both musicians from different countries. That
this not about comparison.
would they be able to sell the ticket for the event organizer?
So you think the Ghanaian
and
musicians can
on
sell?
another side also, Ghanaian musicians are actually being booked out there. It's just that they are not performing on the major shows as the artist of the day or the high artist of the day. Notwithstanding, even with the Afro Nation and Co, I believe sometimes the King Promises,
Stonebwoy
the
plays,
Burna Boy, the Stonebwoys
Stonebwoy
also
yes,
plays,
yes.
which is enough.
But the conversation is, why are they not headline? Do you think their music has not been able to cut across, break boundaries where,
Yes,
like you
of
said,
course,
to
their
sell
music
tickets?
is out there, but it is not that popular to sell tickets.
Okay.
So definitely, if you are a promoter and maybe you've even put together festival, you write their names small and bold others so that the others who are currently hot will attract people to buy the ticket for the festival.
So what do you think they can do to get this up?
Oh, it's just a matter of time. And
okay.
then mastering a particular genre of music. It's just a matter of time. Okay. And then learning. We tap into the numbers from our Nigerian brothers. If Burna Boy could do for, Blacko, if Wizkid could do for King Promise, if Davido could also throw some shine or light on Stonebwoy, even though Stonebwoy was also doing very well. I mean, who knows?
Okay.
Tomorrow it could also be our turn. And mind you, before all this, Ghanaian music was also out there once upon a time. During the days of VIP, Bookback, TikTok, and Co. We were doing very, very well. I may not say maybe we were doing better than the Nigerians. That is up for debate. But we were once also filling venues globally. It was just that we didn't play our cards well. We didn't pull people along. I hope those legends didn't actually help people out there as compared to Nigerian artists, whom, when they also had the slot, they managed to bring up a lot of artists who are now controlling the system and are also pulling people up. So it's just a matter of time.
Okay, Charlie. So, let's keep the conversation going. It's an interesting conversation. We also hope and pray that we'll see more Ghanaian musicians, organizing their own shows, selling out the auditoriums. Promoters booking them for all these big festivals, for them to also co-headline with other musicians and all that. We are just hoping and praying that their music also break boundaries and go to places. That way, when they call them to headline show, promoters will get vim and say, this guy will sell the ticket, Charlie. So this Shadout TV news. This is, Talk Some Podcast, a day plus my brother,
Ghana,
Charlie. We will keep the conversation going. Share your opinion. What do you think, say, if Ghanaian musicians do them right, they'll be able to get promoters to book them to headline shows, festivals, and things, Charlie? We'll keep them going, Charlie. So this your boy Modi. Yeah,